I'm donating 20 inches of my hair to the Wigs for Kids Foundation. I've been growing it out for about 3 years now, showing you the process of how to do it and whether or not you want your barber to do it or to do it at home. There are licensed salons that will be able to do it for you in the proper way, but you'll still have to mail it yourself. Even if you did it at home or with a barber, you still have to mail it yourself, but that's just something to keep in mind. Right now he's going over my crown to part the hair properly. It's going to be parted into 4 sections. One of the sections is going to be right above my ear to the front of my head, and another section is behind my ear to the back of my head. And then the same thing following the other side. And the reason we're doing 4 parts is so we can get more hair out of the donation, because if you were to just do a single ponytail behind the head, you would only be able to get a certain amount of hair compared to the 4 parts, which in my case was about 15 inches. But when I did the 4 parts, I was able to get 5 more inches. In regards to the wetness of the hair, you do not want to ship it while it's wet because it will grow mold during shipping and then it'll just be thrown out and be completely unusable. So if you have to wet your hair while you're doing the cutting, which I did in my case to really brush it out and all that, you're gonna want to let it dry for a couple hours before you pack it up into the Ziploc bag and send it out to shipping. In regards to the rubber bands with the hair, you want the first rubber band to be very tight and every single one following that also to be very tight. But you want to space them out 2 to 3 inches from each one. I prefer the 2 inches mark because it'll keep it that much more secure during shipping. And for 12 inches of hair, you're gonna need about 6 rubber bands. But for my 20 inches, you're gonna use about 10 rubber bands. So for my head today, we're gonna be using 40 rubber bands for all 4 ponytails. I had a question for you, Alma. I wanted to know if you've ever done this before, helping somebody donate hair.
Actually, yeah, we've done it before, but we didn't do it this way, so I'm very sure we did it the wrong way. So this one is more efficient and more organized, and I think I learned something new today.
So we got 20 inches on both of the front ponytails, and we got about 19 in the back. Look at that. Look how long that is. The first one has been done. Now we're doing the second one. Also, when you guys are cutting this yourself, make sure it doesn't touch the ground. I'm not sure if that'll ruin it, but it's definitely not the best thing to do for your hair, especially if you're going to be donating it. Crazy. Last one. That's crazy. Do a quick after talk. My hair's been cut. My hair hasn't been short in years. This is a great day. This is an incredible moment. Today I'm with Out his barbershop. He made this cut possible for the Wigs for Kids Foundation. And you can find him at, what's the address?
In Edmonds, 21014, 76th Avenue West. That's it.
Yeah.
In Edmonds.
Oh, it's just Edmonds. I was like... Today's the next day. We let these dry overnight because they were still a little damp, and you definitely don't want these shipped out with a little bit of moisture in them because they will grow mold in shipping and will be thrown away. And all you're gonna need to pack it up and ship it out is your donation form, a Ziploc bag, and to preferably have tissue paper. Tissue paper isn't totally necessary. I called the Wigs for Kids Foundation and they said it's preferable but not necessary. But I wanted to go the extra step and really make sure everything was nice and secure during shipping so these won't be at all affected and be thrown away. And you can see this is the tissue paper that they use for gift wrapping. That's how you get it so big. And now we're gonna just get to packing it up. You just wanna grab all your ponytails, put them together in a nice straight line. And then in my case, what you could usually do is put it like this, fold it over, and then you have space at the ends here and you can just fold that over as well. But because these are so long and the tissue paper isn't as big as I want it to be, we're just gonna do it like this. So I'm gonna put as much into the corner as possible. Bring this corner over here. Close it like that. And then just start rolling it up. And try to get this nice and tight, not too loose. And there we go, now it's folded. And then you can see we have some exposure here at the corners. So I'm just gonna fold that up like that and close it up. Boom. Go to this corner right here. Fold this up and close it up. Boom. And then I called the Wigs for Kids Foundation and asked them if this was possible, which is folding the hair, and they said that's totally fine. And so we're just gonna fold that up in the center, just like that. And then we're gonna grab our Ziploc bag. Open that up, grab that, put it in there. And the biggest thing is you make sure it's secure. You don't want this moving around too much. And I'm gonna push out some of that air. Close that up. And then just fold it onto itself. And now we have our hair ready to go. And so we're gonna go to UPS and just get a big envelope, throw it in that envelope, write the address down and send it out. All that's left now is putting your hair donation form with your hair into the envelope and sending it out to the Wigs for Kids Hair Donations, 24231 Center Ridge Road, Westlake, Ohio, 44145. And now we're just gonna put it all together. First goes in the form. And you want your form so you can be informed of what's everything going on with your hair. And we're gonna put the hair in, make sure it's nice and secure, close this up. And then when you do get to the counter and want to get this shipped out, make sure you ask for trackman on your shipping if they don't offer that, just so you know where your hair ends up and anything that might happen with it. All right, thanks guys.